When you first finish your first 4 centers, you want to decide which cross color you're going to do if you're color neutral. So in this case, it would be either yellow or orange. Generally, I'll just do whichever one is like closest. I don't really check what's easiest, or if I see like several cross pieces already placed, like that these are the same color, but like if these are different colors and they were already placed correctly, I might use orange. And then what I want to do once I decide what color I'm going to do is, before I start just like placing edges using the normal method, I place at least one in every one of the 4 slots, just using normal moves. So like here, this would be orange, and then I usually place the opposite color next because I'm not good at knowing where my cross pieces are like relative to each other. So then I put that in, and then I would see, okay, the blue is already good here, and then find a green piece, and it's right here, so I just put it in like that. And from there, then I would start going ahead and solving my cross edges. This is an easy case. If the edge is flipped like this, it's a bad edge, and you have to first flip it so it's good, and then do that. This is a really simple case, similar to this case, with that, which is solved like this. This one, where you have the edge like that, and this, because it can just be solved like that. You should also know where your free slots are. So like this one right here is free. So instead of first bringing your cross edge over and then doing that like normal, you could just already from right here just go like that, and then bring it up. Yeah, like this right here, we could put it in like this, but because this whole slot is free, we can just go like that. If you have multiple flipped edges, then you should always be trying to flip both of them at the same time, or at least flip the other one while you're solving the first one. So like right here, we would do this just to flip that, and then in order to solve this piece, instead of going like that, which would leave this flipped, we're going to do that, and then that, and then like this right here. Again, I'm going to go like that to solve it. You should do a lot of slow solves and try and find other ways to solve pieces while orienting other ones. If you get a case like this, then basically what that is where the piece is in the same side as the empty slot, then you can go like that and then solve it. Or sometimes it'll be like this, and you can just go straight in and solve it. If the piece is on the other side, and it's this case, then you can do that to solve it. Or if you don't like using the M-slice, then you can just go like that. If you have this case, where the piece is on the opposite side and you can't just M-slice it in, kind of like a reverse sledgehammer, and then put it in like that. It's up to personal preference. But yeah, basically, I just go through and try and like see that piece right there, which is already oriented and it's all good. So I would just see, okay, red and orange are opposites and blue's here, so this is going to be my blue piece right here, and then just put it in like that using the M slice that I don't have to do a U2, and then do a D2 because green is right there and I know they're opposites, and then I see my red ones right here. And so basically during this whole time I'm not even looking at what I have on the bottom, because I just use the centers to tell me where to go. When you're down to your last 2 centers, you're going to do that move, obviously, and then just try and solve these like as quickly as you can, obviously, but you want to go for like fewest moves, so practice it with slow solves. There's not really that many tips I can give you here that aren't already on the internet somewhere else. This case is one that I haven't seen on any tutorials. It kind of looks like a spider, and what you want to do is you want to find a loose edge, and then do that, and then that'll solve your block. This case is one I don't think a lot of people know. It's just like this, and then like that. This case too is really easy because you just go like that. This is more basic, but it's something that I couldn't figure out at first when I was starting Hoya, is that when you have this case, you can't solve it like this. Because what that does is it takes the edge right here and it just like destroys it. So what you have to do is do an M prime. And that's like so basic, but it took me forever to realize why I kept not having all my cross edges done when I thought they were done. If you have like a weird mass of blocks that's not really like a pattern that you know, try to break it down into stuff that you do recognize. Like this could either be 2 1x2 blocks or a 3x1 and a single edge. When we see that we have this, it kind of makes more sense to view it as 2 2x1s, because like if we had a 3x1 here, for example, then it would be better to use this as a 3x1, but since we don't, it would kind of not make sense. So we would do like this, and then like that. And then from there, we have an easy case.